What's happening? What is going on? Welcome to a rainy, cold, crappy day here in South Jersey. So I figured I would hop on and hang out with you guys for a little bit. I got nothing else to do. Carolyn's there she is. She is hosting an open house for a house she's trying to sell. So I got a couple of hours to kill. So I figured I would hop in here and just hang out. I'm not really doing nothing. I'm watching a hockey game and having a beverage. And I figured if I'm just going to sit here, I might as well sit here with you guys and see who's out there and what everybody's up to today. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but if it's as crappy where you're at as it is here, you're probably not doing much. So what is going on? I'm going to sit here and wait until somebody says hi to me other than the lovely Piney Princess. The thing is, there's not even any good sports on. You guys can probably see in the reflection back there that I'm watching hockey. It is cold. When I went over to help you out at the house, it was my truck was saying it was only like 37, and so maybe it's 40 right now. But 40 combined with rain is really miserable. Really miserable. So, and if anybody wants to hop in with me and say hi, I'm down for that too. So just let me know in the side chat and I can send you a link. What is up, Joe? Hola, hola. So just cracked my first beer. I can't get drunk because I got dinner tonight, but I can have a couple. This is like a dead time for sports. Yeah, I mean, hockey's winding down, basketball's winding down, so they're both going to be starting playoffs soon. It's always a dead time when football's not on, if you ask me, but I have to be careful not to shake. So you might notice I'm in a different place for this live stream. I'm actually upstairs in the house. Carolyn and I are in the process of turning this room into something different, so we wanted to set up a... How's the audio, by the way? Can you guys hear me all right? Video's good? I know somebody's going to want to mess with me and tell me that they can't hear me or that I should get George to do my audio. So just let me know if you can hear me. If not, I don't know if I can do anything about it. I got a Rode mic. What else am I going to do? Audio's good. Yeah, so we decided to kind of turn this room into a little bit of an office studio for us to do editing and together and hang out up here because if you don't know, my actual office for work is down in the basement. So I spend 8+ hours a day down there working. And I need to do editing like in the evening and whatnot. And problem is when I had this computer and all my editing stuff downstairs, when I got done working for the day, I don't want to sit there anymore. Like I don't want to sit down in the basement by myself. You know, Carolyn's home. I want to come hang out with her, but I still need to do editing. So my idea was to make this a place where we could both hang out. And even if she's not helping me edit, she could watch TV or whatever. We can still hang out together while I edit. So we're in the transition phase of this room. This is what she calls her New Jersey room because there's a lot of different New Jersey type things hanging up. There's a map up here and just all kinds of New Jersey stuff. So we're kind of transitioning to our little studio area, and we got some shelves back here behind me that you probably can't see that we got to get rid of and some other crap. So it's a work in progress, but exactly. It's a work in progress, but we'll get there. But it gives me a change of scenery so I can come upstairs and get some stuff done because we told you guys this on a live before that her and I are starting our own channel together. Plus I got the Baggers and Brews channel. So there's a lot of editing that needs to be done. And if I don't feel like sitting downstairs doing it, it's never going to get done. So that's where I am at. I see we got 10. Who else is on here? I see 10 of you. Who else is here? I see Joe and Carolyn. Who else are we talking to? And we could talk a little bit about our video from this past week about the CEO retiring and what you guys think about that. Let me know in the side chat where you guys stand on that. I think most people are definitely happy that he's gone. But like I said in the video, I'd be very, very cautious to get excited because who knows what they're going to do? Who knows? Hopefully they make a good choice, but I couldn't even begin to tell you. Like we talked about it in the video, I have no idea who candidates to be a CEO of a major corporation like, international corporation like Harley-Davidson is going to be. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, bring back Bill Davidson," and I forget her name. Is it Karen Davidson? Or there's a lady who's in the family also that you see at a lot of stuff. But I don't see Harley doing that. I mean, I think they're past that stage of the business. Yes. But do I wear them when I'm sitting around the house? No, not really. Not in the sleeves. Sleeves suck. They're so restrictive. I gotta be free, man. I gotta be free. I just want to ride, man. I just want to ride. I got this new toy that I'm going to test out today. This little breathalyzer. If you guys were on the Discord yesterday, I was talking about it. I had an idea for some videos. So bought this breathalyzer. So I figured I'd see how accurate it is once I know it was at 0 and I had like one little swig of this beer and I tried it right before we started this live and it was like 0.01. So we'll see how that works. Always handy to have too. Like if you're going out, nobody wants to risk getting a DUI. So nice to know when you gotta not drive or chill for a while before you head home. What is up, Neil? Sunny and beautiful day in Alaska, but 24 degrees? That doesn't sound awesome. That doesn't sound awesome to me. But hey, sunny's always nice. For sure. So I need to find where's my guy, the military biker? That's who I haven't seen in forever. Need to get on a live with him soon. That's always a good time. 39 degrees. Yeah, but with it raining, it makes it feel even worse. It feels colder than that. Being out in this sucks. Perfect for cutting next winter's fire. I guess 24 is pretty cold, but at least you won't get sweaty. Although I would probably still get sweaty in 24-degree weather. Glad I don't have to cut wood, though. That sounds exhausting. So Neil isn't too much worse than us. Well, temperature. It's a big dip between 15 degrees. Sunny and 60 where Joe is. Why are you not out riding? I thought you were the one yesterday. Weren't you the one yesterday that said you were supposed to get snow, or was that somebody else we were talking to in the Discord? I do not. I certainly hope we don't get any surprise snowstorms between now and the real nice weather. This freaking lamp is wobbling. Someone else. Yeah, somebody said, I don't remember who it was. They said they'd be on because they had nothing else to do because it was going to be snowing. So, yeah. It ain't like I got a ton to talk about. So, my interaction with you guys is all I really got because I was just going to be sitting here watching TV. Carolyn has not been out on the bike yet this year. It does need to warm up for her. Plus, we got a couple of things we got to take care of with her bike. Put a snowblower. And where are you at, Joe? You're in Illinois, aren't you? Double vodka and Coke at this time in the morning. Tut, tut. Where are you? Are you home or are you on vacation? Military bikers in the building. I had actually just sent him a message. I don't know if he saw it on Instagram. Northwest Indiana. And you're confident. You're so confident that you already put away your snowblower and shovel, huh? I put mine away too. I put mine out in the back shed, so I hope we don't get anything. That would suck. That would definitely suck. Northwest Indiana. How far are you from what is it? Elkhart? Not a lot. Not a lot. No, can't even speak. Not a lot, Stevie. It's just like I was telling people when we first got on. Rainy, rainy and cold. So I'm not outside. Ain't riding. I could be in the garage doing some installs and recording, but I could do that tomorrow too. And I don't feel like it. I was editing a video for Carolyn and I for our other channel, but I just want to chill. So Elkhart's 2.5 hours away. Okay. What is a referral link? Oh. Share the StreamYard referral with your audience and earn $25 for every successful referral. Yeah, I don't think anybody needs that. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours in which direction? South? East? That's where we had to drive out there to pick up our RV. That's all I know about it. Not a horrible drive from here to there though. Not too bad. East, okay. Not too bad. I forget how long it took us, but it wasn't bad. Riding back, there was a little bit of snow. I think riding out there, we got caught a little bit of snow too. Nothing crazy. Yeah, that was like a February a few years ago. But I don't know why I'm watching Army Navy lacrosse game. I saw Army Navy. I immediately thought it was football. But anyway, where are you at, Stevie? Are you at home? Yeah, they have ads now during lives. I noticed that when I was watching Monkeys live the last time. So yeah, they're getting their money's worth now. Because now they even if you're not monetized, they put commercials or advertisements in your videos, even though you don't make money on it. Google's still going to make money on it. YouTube's making money. It sucks. I don't like them on lacrosse is for the French. Yeah, I'm not a lacrosse guy. It's very boring to me. There's dodgeball on. You've been you got out recently. You got your first ride in of the year, right? I don't think I might have been out one time since Daytona, which is really lame, but the weather has not been good. Spring in New Jersey is short and your mama dresses you. There's Jason. What's happening? Thanks for the compliment. I forgot what I was saying. Distracted me. You got it, yeah, but Stevie, you got out for your first ride, right? I went out, like I said, I think I went out once. Oh, that's what I was saying. New Jersey Springs, man. New Jersey Springs suck. It's usually still pretty cool. Rains a lot, and it seems to just work out so that if there is any nice weather, it's during the week when you're working and you can't enjoy it, which is really lame. I don't really want to see college baseball either. Here you go, Stevie. Some Arsenal versus Brentford. You know those guys? You know any of those teams? I don't know anything about it. There's like 700 different, isn't there a million different like football leagues in Europe? I don't know. Arsenal, is that American? I don't know what that is. Arsenal versus Brentford. Not watching that. We had freezing temps with sleet rain mix last Sunday, and it's supposed to be 90 tomorrow. Holy crap. I'm not ready for 90. I mean, I want the nice weather, and I won't mind once it gets to 90, but if it jumped to 90 right now, my body would shut down, I think. New tabs on the bike sound freaking awesome. So what'd you get? You got what'd you get, that like red line or something like that? Tell us what you got. Shite teams. As long as it isn't Liverpool. That's funny. Our roads are ready, but bike still in storage. Ugh. That's awful. I don't at least. I'm glad I don't live someplace where I have to actually put it in storage or like just really just put it away for the year. Like there's always at least one day each month that I can, even in the January, December, February. There's always at least one day where it's just warm enough to at least pop out for an hour. Keep your sanity. What is up? Route 32 riding gear is in the building. How's business? Redline Performance slip-ons. Now is that Tab made or is it just sold through them? Is that a line of theirs or is that I should be up to speed on that, but I'm not because I have mine and I don't plan on changing them right now. Moose, NH Moose in the house. Snow here today. Just came in from cleaning off the vehicles. Ugh. Business is dead today, I bet. Rain's a killer, especially when it's cold and it's raining. It's the worst. I'm wondering if she's got any people walking through her open house that she's at right now. So for those that missed it, Carolyn is hosting an open house for a house she's selling. And so she's sitting over there, but this weather's not great. Tab made, okay. I thought so, but I didn't want to misspeak. Scouse Glide goes into hibernation every year. I know. When it's so cold that you can't even go out in your garage, that kind of sucks. Built for performance and sound. Now are they just slip-ons or is that the headers too? Yeah, that sucks. It's gonna suck if you have to sit there for 2 hours and no one shows up. Hopefully tomorrow's a lot nicer. I'm in the middle of a water fast, and that beer looks amazing. A water fast. So this is New Trail, Broken Heels, Hazy IPA. I think it's 7%. Focus. So I'm using the Osmo Pocket 3 as my live stream camera. So I think from my end, what I'm looking at, it looks good. I don't know. Other than me, the clarity looks good. And I'm using the Rode mic for those that want to know. But they have this, and then they have a double, which is, I feel like it was like 9%. It's a blue can. And I feel like, where this is out of. New Trail Brewing is out of Williamsport, PA. Not a big fan of Williamsport, PA. I know somebody from there, though. Randy Butters, old friend of mine. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. The double's pretty good, too. I didn't get the doubles because I didn't want to have a few of those and start getting bent because I gotta stay semi-sober for dinner later. We are going out with George and Stacy to celebrate both Carolyn's birthday and George's birthday. Mine is 40. F that. So I can't be getting banged up, so I got the regular instead of the double. And then once I finish this one, I'm going to do the test and see what I blow after one beer. That really sucks. That really sucks that you got to sit in the store knowing that odds of anybody coming in is slim and none. Yeah, so her birthday was on the 4th. It passed, but we haven't had, her and I went out to dinner, but we didn't get to go out. We typically, the four of us, George and Stacy and Carolyn and I, usually go out and have dinner for whoever's birthday it is. So George was traveling and we just we had some stuff we were doing, so we hadn't had a chance, but we will go out tonight and have a nice dinner. Someplace I've never been. I don't think those guys have been either because I found the place online, Instagram or something, and suggested it. It's the River Winds restaurant. For anybody in my area, it's in West Deptford. Looks pretty good on the website. Menu looks really good, so we'll see. We'll update you later on in the next live how dinner was. Honey Prin S. You guys should all sing happy birthday to her right now. Um, so thoughts on this whole CEO retiring. What do you guys think? What do you envision happening? V-Rodder, what's up? I really think it's going to be it'll be some corporate suit that probably I'm sure none of us ever heard of. Um, I'm expecting that. I mean, a company that size, a major company, an international company, it's not going to be anybody that we all want. Sure, we'd all love to see the Harleys or the Davidsons running it again, but that's never going to happen. There's a board now, and they don't care about all that nostalgia crap. They just want it to make money. At least I think they want it to make money. But definitely say good riddance. I mean, I could just never get behind the fact I couldn't get behind it being a German guy or anybody. I think and maybe it's stupid. It makes no sense, but I feel like an iconic company like Harley Davidson, that's American company that has such rich traditions and history. I think it should have an American owner, and it should have somebody that's passionate about motorcycles. But who knows? It's the same board of directors, so not much exactly. And from what I understand, and I don't know if this is true, but I saw somebody else's video, and they said that like he didn't give up his position on the board, so he might not be the CEO, but I think he's still going to have some say as much as any board members have. So what's really going to change? It's just going to be a different suit. I saw that too. A board member did quit, didn't like the direction things were going, and a lot of the decisions that Zeitz had made. They think they need a shakeup. They need to freaking completely reshuffle that board and get a bunch of new people in there. I don't know how many people are on the board, but I feel like they need to get some people that actually give a crap about motorcycles and the people buying their motorcycles. Do you guys honestly think that there's anything Harley Davidson can like legitimately do, like realistically do, to get younger people, to get a significant number of younger people riding there and buying their motorcycles? I feel like what it would take to make that happen is not something it'd be a complete change of the company and the business and the type of motorcycles they put out. I don't think it can happen. And then I also say, even if they did, what if they came out with a completely new, totally new motorcycle, like nothing else that they have, smaller, speedier, all the stuff that they say young people want. I guarantee you, everybody would rip it. Everybody would say they would bash stuff like how it looks, this, that. They wouldn't like it, and they'd say it's not what Harley is about. It's not, it's just we're the crappiest customer base, man. Like we're not happy with nothing. We're not happy if everything stays the same. We're not happy if they make changes. Like we're never happy. So Sturgis, I have not ruled it out, but right now the odds aren't great. The biggest problem is we planned a family trip a trip with our kids, but also a couple other couples. We're going down to Florida, and the problem is we're going down right after 4th of July, and it's like 2-week long trip. So I don't know, like both the money I'm going to burn on this trip. I don't know that I'm going to have the money for it, and then I know Carolyn won't have the vacation time after like doing 2 weeks from July 6th to the 18th. And then for her to try to come back and ask her boss for another week off or something like 2.5, 3 weeks later, I don't see it happening. I'm still holding out hope for some type of miracle, or, I haven't ruled anything out. I still have to talk to her about it and stuff, but like right now it doesn't look good, but who knows? We'll see. I think it's going to be a lot of weekend stuff, a lot of weekend trips. I don't know this year what I'm going to be able to get to. So I've ruled nothing out, but I'm playing everything by ear. I'd love to get down and do just the weekend at Myrtle, but I haven't even begun to look into that yet. I think that's in May. So if I have interest in that, I got to start looking at that. Just always sucks how much like hotels and everything cost at rallies. What we got here? Some people don't have money for expensive toys. That's right. Neil's going to Sturgis. It's a larger picture culture in America. Lots of moving parts. It is. I mean, I'm glad. I wouldn't want the job. I wouldn't want the job. They need sexier bike like the. I don't think the Bronx is sexy, but I also know a lot of people probably would. Well, they had the V Rod, right? So they had the V Rod. Were tons of young people flocking to buy the V Rod? Did that bring in a whole new generation of young riders? No, or they probably wouldn't have discontinued it. I feel like they need something. I don't understand everything I see with the younger, and when I say younger, I'm talking like the 20s into the early 30s. But guys, they're all like the thrashing guys and the East Coasting guys. They're all rocking like older Dynas and stuff like that. I don't understand why they kill. I don't know why they didn't make some sort of push with those and maybe make some changes with those and some new stuff on those. But I don't understand why they got rid of the Dyna. I thought that was a good lineup. It seems to be what like the younger riders that are all doing their little stunts and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's cost. They need a good sub 10 bike, sub 10K bike, and market it to the younger kids as a more responsible commuter bike. Yeah, I can see you can market it like that, but is that what young people are getting the bikes for to commute? I mean, are they? I don't know. I know the guys around here that ride them. They didn't get them to ride them for commute to work. Night's train it, no matter how much she tries to make it. More sub 10K bikes and make them look better. Current RevMax bikes are fun to ride, but look like crap. I have another plan. Oh, it must be a secret. You coming to New Jersey to hang out with me? Is that what you're saying? Breaking news, everyone. The British Canadian guys coming to the East Coast, to New Jersey. Hang out with Baggers and Brews. I said the 350s they sell in Indiana would work for Harley and new riders. Oh, I see the 350 they sell. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll find you one. Anybody knows of a remote job hiring? Piney's looking. Leesburg in 2 weeks. I do want to get to Leesburg, man. That's one of those ones I got to figure out how to get. And if and when our plan, Carolyn and I's plan works out, we'll start getting to more of these other rallies like Leesburg and stuff. But it's hard when it's so far. And next year we've already got an April trip booked for next year for Carolyn's birthday. So there's a week there in April that's not going to be going towards motorcycle stuff. The V-Rod costs too much, at least in his area. I mean, I saw a video during Daytona, and the Buell folks made it sound like the Buell they had it back ordered, like several thousand back ordered, but I haven't seen them on the road. A cultural shift. Youth is interested in brand loyalty. I come from Ford family. Kids aren't following their parents. That's true. That's true. I come from Ford family too, and was a Ford guy for a long time until I needed a truck and just couldn't afford the Ford. So I ended up in Ram PCH. That's cool. See, and that's not too terribly far for you, right? Like that's way closer than doing anything on the East Coast. But I come from a Ford. I had a Ford, and now I'm in a Ram, which I really like the Ram, but I still like the Ford too. The only one I really don't like is Chevy. And it's not because they look fine. I don't have a problem with the way they look, just everyone I've ever been in, I felt like they had a low ceiling. I felt like claustrophobic in the cab. V-Rod was treated like the redheaded adopted child because it's ugly. Older Harley riders didn't accept them because it's ugly. Sorry. It's a weird looking bike, in my opinion. Pawnee, come to Alaska and apply for homeschooling teacher. Neil, I can pretty much bet you that's never going to happen. We are not looking to get colder. V-Rod was like $18K, and that's a lot. I mean, that's not going to get young people buying them. That's for sure. Oki on two wheels. What's up? The American brands haven't done a great job promoting brand loyalty. The younger generation are interested in what they can afford. Well, to me, what they can afford is Jap bikes. You know, Calgary to Vancouver Island, ferry over to Seattle, then head through Oregon and onto PCH back through Vegas and up. That sounds really cool. That sounds really cool. And now I'm like bummed because someone pointed out to me that next year is the 100th anniversary of Route 66. And Carol and I are dying to do Route 66 trip, whether it's in the bike or with the RV or whatever. It doesn't really matter, but that's something I'd love to do. I told her I was just telling her the other day, like my dream trip would be to go to do Route 66, most likely with the RV because for what I want to do, we would need it. Do Route 66, take our time. It'd probably be like a month, and then head up north, hit a couple of the awesome national parks up that way, and then make our way back right in time to be at Sturgis, do Sturgis, and then go home. To me, that would be the ultimate trip. I think that would be amazing. So we both need to be remote working and have plenty of time, which we would if we were remote working because we can work. We could work and just take our time. Move at evenings and weekends, and just be no rush at all. She has no brand loyalty. She just wants to steal your Bronco. You gonna let her steal it? You probably will because you're a big softy. Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures is taking a ride up PCH. I'm not sure if it's summertime. Whoops. This summer or next. Well, I definitely will get there at some point. Bought a 21 Indian Springfield. What's up, Lone Wolf? Dark Horse 116. Never look back at Harley's. No regrets. Good, man. If you like it, you like it. That's what matters. Indians love the V-Rod? Like, Indians or people from India or people that ride Indians? I don't know what you mean. What kind of Indians love the V-Rod? I don't get it. Ooh, anybody watching on Facebook? Anybody here on Facebook? I don't think so. Oh, wait, Charlie was. What's up, Charlie? If you do Route 66, let me know. It runs right by my house. Well, I definitely will. I think Route 66 would be an awesome trip for just like to record for the channel and stuff. Jealous every time. Adam Sandoval just did the Route 66, man. Get jealous watching people do it. That's right up our alley. And Carolyn loves the all the historical stuff, all the antique retro stuff. Leesburg, 2 weeks, can't wait. 6 inches of snow in the Poconos this morning. Oof. Yuck. 66 one day. Yep. It's high on my list, man. I just got to figure out how to swing it. It's a big trip from where we live. You know, you got to get out to Chicago first and foremost to pick it up where it begins. And then and it's not something I want to rush doing. I want to take my time. I don't want to be on a schedule at all. I want to be able to do as much or as little miles in a day as I want and just take my time. That kind of Indian. So like from India. I think that's what that is. Tail of the Dragon. I have no like real dying urge to do the Tail of the Dragon. It's not my kind of riding, but people love it. People love it. I did the Back of the Dragon. You guys, if you saw that way back, actually, that was 2019. George, Austin, and John, the fourth Stooge. We all did that on the way to Texas, and it was a lot of fun. But it's just not my style of riding. I don't get thrilled with intense rides where you got to be like so focused, because if you're not, you're going to kill yourself. I like big sweeping turns with views that I can actually look at while I'm doing it. Take your eye off the road doing the dragon and you're going to end up off the cliff. Ones that don't like soap. Listen, if there's any people from India watching this, I apologize for my friend. He can't control himself. Aaron Deere, I have 18 trips to Sturgis. If anyone needs info, I'll share. Contact me. Sweet. Thanks for the help. You got another commercial? I think you should watch all of the commercials because I get paid for that. So I need to finish this beer so I can blow into this little machine and see what one beer does. I'm excited to find out. Yeah, the commercial things on live, it's one thing on the videos. I don't mind it as much if I'm just sitting watching videos, but on a live, like when you're watching it on a video, you don't miss any of the video. But if you're watching a live and it goes to these ads, whatever happens while the ad's going on, you miss. So I don't like it during live. Cuts you off. Yep. It's lame. Very lame. Very lame. No pressure, but if anybody wants to hop in, let me know. I'll send you the link. I've got no agenda here. I'm just hanging. I haven't been able to find anything interesting to put on this TV, though. Since college basketball ended, baseball. No one's watching from India, man. They don't have internet. Oh, no? Is that a thing? Have you been to India? Just curious. You're military. You might have been there. You ever been to India? Not someplace I'm dying to go. I can tell you that. I used to see them go like places like that on The Amazing Race, and I was always like, oh my gosh, it looks horrible. 90 bazillion people, and it's like just dirty. There's too many people for it to even try to stay clean, and there are rivers. They're down there by the river, like washing stuff, and there's like trash and garbage floating by. Nasty. Not my cup of tea at all. India is going to start spam calling. Yeah. Yep. It's funny with that many people, and there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of different things that come from, apparently any tech calls that you have to make or any help desks you have to call are all out of India, but apparently everybody's either, like you said, they're either poor or rich. There just doesn't seem to be a middle class. If you ever make it down to Frederick, there's plenty of breweries and would be happy. I would like to get you talking about Maryland, I assume. Think you're talking about Maryland. I would like to go explore Maryland a little bit. Maybe this year, like some weekend trips, we can do Maryland because I've seen things on Instagram where like a brewery or something where I'm like, oh, that's cool. Because I like any brewery that like pops up on Instagram, I'll just like follow just to see what if I'm ever in that area, I'll know it. And there's a lot, and I'm always like, oh, it's in Maryland. Like it's not close enough for like just to get there in like an hour or whatever. That and Western PA. That's every cool looking brewery that pops up is in Western PA, north of us, up in like North Jersey or Connecticut, and then Maryland. Like nothing. I mean, I've been to everything around me, so it's like nothing new. All the places I want to go are in North America. Yeah, I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. In a perfect world, I'd love to take Carolyn and show her some go to like Germany. I'd like to go back to Germany and show her where I lived for a little bit as a kid when my dad was stationed there. I'd love to do all that, but with the climate of the world, I'm not that interested in doing it. And with so many things here in North America, that I want to go see, that'll keep me busy until I die. So I don't really need to go to Europe or India, or I don't really have an interest to go to Australia really either. That flight alone makes me nauseous just thinking about how long that is. Is there a new guy in here? V. Roger? Who's V. Roger? You can probably imagine what I say to them. Hi, all. Tom from Ireland. What's up, Tom from Ireland? How's it going? Thanks for popping in. So we're just hanging out. If you just got in here and don't know what's going on and why the heck I'm on here, it's raining. It's cold, barely 40 degrees and rainy, and it's been that way for yesterday. It's that way today. It's going to be that way tomorrow. So I figured my wife is busy. I'm waiting on her. She's got some stuff going on for the next couple hours. So I'm like, let me just hang out with some dear friends on YouTube. Shoot the shiz. So welcome, Tom Holmes from Ireland. I hope you subscribe to the channel and watch some of the videos and become a regular. Hang out with us. Bloody spell check. I know. I'm just busting your balls. Sent you a breathalyzer video on Instagram, bro. I'll have to check that out. Moving to North Carolina from Florida, going to miss the year round riding. Why would you do that? I don't understand why anybody would move out of Florida, especially someone that rides a motorcycle. I know it ain't the prettiest, nicest riding, but it's also year-round riding, which is cool. And you're not that far dependent unless you're in South Florida. You're not that far from Georgia and Tennessee and Louisiana, South Carolina. 4 breweries right next to each other on the canal in downtown. Well, that sounds pretty cool. You know what's crazy is the little town that probably none of you, unless you're from around here, ever heard of, Medford, which is a town over from me. They're a small town, and they now have – so they have 3 breweries on the same street in Main Street, Medford, and they had a 4th one going in. Magnify Brewing is going to be open soon, and they're a brewery that's pretty popular in Jersey, up in North Jersey, but they're opening another one down here. And I like their beer a lot, what they have up in North Jersey. So if that translates down to here, I'm super excited. And you have 4 breweries. One of them I don't go to for my own personal reasons. But you have 3 that are all within quarter mile from each other. Less than that. Well, the 2 are like 100 yards from each other. And then the other one's 100. Yeah, they're all within 200 yards of each other on the same street. It's pretty cool. What is up, Corey? Welcome to the hangout. We're all getting through, well, some people have nice weather, but I'm getting through this crappy weekend hanging out with you guys. So weather sucks. If anyone has any questions or wants to see anything in my store, I will jump on, but I don't want to hijack your live. So only if anyone has interest. What do you guys have any interest and any questions about Route 32 riding gear and their products? Be happy to have them on if that's what you guys want to see. Guns and Baggers, what's up? I'm stuck on Yingling. You're stuck on it because you like it, or you're stuck on it because that's all that's around you? All these breweries keep popping up and figure they'll eventually fail, yet they are all packed. Yeah. I mean, there have been a bunch in our area recently that have like banged up shop, but other ones are opening. So, and I think they're kind of like most of the ones, like the most recent one near us, just closed. And it wasn't because they weren't successful. It was because there was a group of owners and a couple of them just didn't want to do it anymore. And they couldn't come to an agreement on how to do like a buyout and all that stuff. So they just basically closed. But apparently it's up for sale. So somebody that wants to buy it and all of that comes with the brewery could. So hopefully it does. Top tip for Sturgis, Deadwood Tobacco Co. And top tip for Sturgis, Deadwood Tobacco Co. A must. Yes, I agree with you. Went there last year for the first time. Didn't even know it was really there. Stevie took us there. And what a blast. I never got to go to the old location that was down in the basement, but I thought the one that we went to this last year was really cool. A really good scene. Nice, big, clean, new building. Plenty of space in there for them to have music and all their cigars, plus a bar, which is always nice to have a full bar in a cigar shop. That's cool because you definitely want to have some drinks with your cigar. B. Rodder says, I love Florida. I'm doing Leesburg, then heading to Destin, finishing up in Panama City Bike Week. So the question we're all asking is, when do you actually work? When do you do that? Military Biker says, I love Yingling. We got messed up on that stuff in Gettysburg. Yeah, man. I do like some Yingling, but it's not like it's like it's an old staple around here, and it's like if I don't first of all, if I don't feel like getting like I can drink that all day. So if I don't really want to like get banged up, I'll just drink Yingling all day. It's a low, probably like 5% or whatever lager, but it's not an IPA. Like it's not going to get you. You got to drink a lot. Is what I'm saying to get banged up. Found and subscribed to a lot of good tubers you included during the nice. Oh, you've been watching since the pandemic. Very cool. 4-letter words on here. Florida's nice, but it's like having a flat girlfriend, and I love. Those are boobies. He likes boobies. New Baggers and Brews Brewery coming soon. If I had any interest, that would be cool. But I don't know the first thing about it. I couldn't brew a good beer if it's, a life dependent on it. And yeah, I don't really want to have to like. I would love to own a bar or something like that, but I don't want to have a job where I have to be there every day because I want to travel. And anything like that, you're going to have to be seriously invested in, and and you're going to be there night and day. Especially a small business owner, if you want to be successful, it's 24/7 job. So let me see here. I finished one beer. Took a little longer than usual because I have to talk and I don't have anybody else to talk. So let's see. So this thing's pretty cool because it has an actual app. The back test, blood alcohol content, warming up, and blow. Keep blowing. It said stop. My result. Let's see the results. One beer got me to only 0.15. That's so. What's the levels? And what is the legal alcohol in NJ? New Jersey, the legal blood alcohol concentration is 0.08. So one freaking 7% beer has me legally drunk. Like I can't drive right now. That is wild. 0.08 is the legal level. Wow. I am blown away that 7% beer gets you over the level. Holy crap. Thought it was 0.08. I just want to make sure. Wow. Puppies. We're in Ireland. He's a scouser. 24/7. It is. Yeah, man. Baggers and Brewery. Baggers and Brews Beer Co. I like that. Union, baby. I have a lot of days. Save them all this year for Daytona, Leesburg, Panama City, Sturgis, finishing up the year strong. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 0.8 nationwide. I thought it was nationwide now. I think so. But I'm not even exactly. Holy crap. To think I had no idea. I thought it would be at least a couple beers for me. I think that's insane. I don't believe that. I think this is bullshit. One beer. Not to incriminate myself, but you know how many times I've had one beer and then drove a car? Like I'll have one beer, and if I needed something from the local grocery store right now, I would totally go down there and grab a beer. Like that's crazy, crazy man. 5 and drive in Canada. Well, but see, there's no doubt in my mind that I can drive a car perfectly fine right now. No doubt in my mind. Not even I wouldn't even if I went out right now and a cop was behind me driving, I wouldn't even be worried because I'm completely fine. Got to blaze the grass. Oh, you're going to cut. Wait, I thought you were going to cut wood. Now you're cutting grass. I'm so confused. But have a good time. Enjoy that 24-degree weather. So now I'm going to go grab another beer and we'll find out how insanely criminal I am after 2 beers. Don't go anywhere. Whoop, whoop. Percentage on this bad boy. 7-1. Try this one. Wait till you guys see. Wait till you guys see this beer. I saw this the other day in the store. This breathalyzer, I'm sending it back. This Amazon junk. This thing wasn't cheap, actually. It actually was supposed to tell me supposed to tell you how long before you're sober. So check out this beer. Is Jason Busey? He probably left, didn't he? He would think this beer is, well, maybe he would think this beer is crazy, or he might think it's interesting. So I'd never heard of this. I saw this in the grocery store, and it's from a local, like it's from a brewery I know, Pensacola, New Jersey, Double Nickel Brewing. It's called Scrub Daddy, which the Scrub Daddy is those little yellow things that you wash your dishes with. Check this thing out. Take this off. Scrub Daddy Banana Vanilla Milkshake IPA. How about that? So let's try that out. I know I like vanilla in a beer and even an IPA. Not sure about the banana. I'm not sure I'm going to like the taste of banana in a beer, but maybe I will. Never know. You never know. So, you guys totally left my man Dom hanging. He asked you guys if you wanted to learn about his products, and you guys just totally blew him off. If you want to come on, Dom, this is all I'm doing, man. You're more than welcome to. You're leaving already? That's so gay. You can't trust a Scouser, man. Can't trust a Scouser. I heard Scousers can't take a punch too. That's what I heard. Just saying. It's not my story. I'm just saying. I heard Scousers can't take a punch. Shoot you the link. All right, give me a second while I try to do some technology, and we'll give Dom, because I know he's probably bored out of his skull. Find the link. How do you do that on here? Oh, invite. Copy. All right. Copy that. Now I'm going to go to Insta. You guys don't go anywhere. I'm just sending messages. We got to go find route. Riding gear. Boom, boom, boom. This is a real process. All right, I think it's sent. And your automated response told me to go F myself. It's pretty messed up. You like the banana. Ha, 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 ha. So funny. They won't boo the anthem again. They probably will. Scumbags. So let's test out this banana vanilla milkshake IPA. I don't smell much. I don't have a good sniffer though. Eat the banana right away. It's heavy on the banana. I'd rather have a little more milkshake. That's pretty heavy on the banana. It's not bad though. It's not bad. You guys can't get this unless you're from around here. Double Nickel, small brewery, Pennsauken, New Jersey. This is a 7.1% IPA. A lot. IPA a lot. So, demo screen. What are these demo screens? StreamYard changed a lot of stuff recently, like for when you pay for the service. So there's weird stuff on here that I don't know what it is. Oh, there he is. Board on Route 32. Let's bring in the one and only Dom from Route 32 Riding Gear. What is going on, man?
What's up, buddy? Can you hear me okay?
I hear you. I hear you good. How about you guys in the side chat? You guys hear Dom? You can see his very nice store in the background there. Just sitting at the cash register, are you?
Sitting in my little cubby.
So what's going on? Let me turn my volume up a little bit so I can hear you.
Not much, just watching life go by.
Yeah, so I'm assuming New Hope doesn't do so well in this kind of weather, huh?
No, there's actually parking spots available out front, which is unheard of.
Exactly. All right, there we go. So, all by yourself. So, what are the hot products for this year? What's new?
Do you like German helmets?
I don't like Nazi helmets.
Well, that would be German helmets.
Oh, so like a skull cap, the German style?
Yeah.
What do you got? We got new ones, or
yeah?
I mean, I think that was I think the first helmet I ever had when I first bought my Heritage was the German style helmet.
Badass. Just put a new one out.
Oh, badass. Okay. What is that? It's like it looks like you were in combat.
That's exactly what it is. He went over to Germany and he actually dug this out of the ground, and he remade it with the patina and everything.
So they're just selling that line just like that.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
So he did a full mold of an actual German helmet he pulled out of the ground in Germany, with the patina, with all the denting and everything on it.
Yeah,
and just that's what he did.
That's pretty interesting.
Pretty cool. Has a removable inner liner, can be swapped out for size. So, like if you wanted to have one and share between two people, you could each have your own size.
Oh, okay.
The liner's washable.
Nice.
I'd put it on for you, but it's too small for my head. I got a monster head.
So do you keep those in stock, or do you have to just order them?
In stock.
Okay. And you can get them on the website?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This one is $179.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nothing badass is cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
So you check it out.
Is Badass the brand that George bought?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So see, that's the removable washable liner.
Oh, okay. Nice. That was pretty easy.
Yep, just 4 snaps.
Yeah. Cool.
Fairly easy. So that's the new German helmet.
What's your website?
Route32ridinggear.com, all spelled out. I also just posted this on Instagram, a nice close-up not too long ago.
So if anybody is interested, and he has a lot more. You got a lot more than just helmets, right?
Yeah. My store is small. It's only like 500 square feet, but on my website, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got vendors that do a lot of drop shipping and stuff for me.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I got another one for you to check out.
Okay, cool. So if anybody, and I know he's got full face stuff, guys, and things like that. If you guys are in the market for a new helmet, definitely check him out before you make a decision on anything else. Because he might be able to get you I don't know, we'll ask him, but he might be able to get you like what you're interested in. I don't know how that works, but
everything I have access to is on my website and maybe some other stuff. Now this is called the
oh wow,
Destroyer Wired.
Interesting.
There's barbed wire on the sides, and this is
oh dang.
I kind of thought you'd dig that one.
A lot going on there. That's pretty cool.
That just came out a couple weeks back.
Now, which side's the front?
Either side. It can be worn this way, or it can be worn this way.
Okay.
But it's like the only helmet that comes with the DOT sticker already covered up.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
But it's 100% legal because the interior has the DOT information.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, Corey has a badass.
I think I don't know what brand mine is. My DOT skull helmet. I don't think it's badass.
No.
I don't think so.
Let's see. We also have some women's helmets. You want to see some ladies' helmets?
Sure. Corey's here. How much are the carbon lids going for? We'll ask him when he comes back. That's a lot of it.
This one here is called the Phoenix.
Okay. And this is a women's helmet.
Yeah, and it's asymmetrical, so it's different on both sides.
Huh.
You can see a little bit of difference.
It's unique. Very cool. Very cool.
Now this one is worn forward.
Question for the side chat: how many of you guys rock like skull helmets like this, just the half helmets, or how many of you rock full face helmets when you ride? Curious to know. Well, OT should be. What's that mean? So Corey's asking how much the carbon lids are going for these days.
The standard Carbon Air beanie is $209. That hasn't changed. The rocker Carbon Air is $229. That has not changed as well.
Okay.
So this is the best-selling women's helmet, the diamonds.
Oh. Is that what Meg wears?
I don't know who Meg is.
Oh. I feel like she wears something like that.
Oh, wait. You're talking about the girl on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Meg's Motorcycle Journey? Yes.
Yeah. I thought I'd seen that on some of her videos.
Yeah, she wears this one. She also wears the rose tattoo. That was the first one she had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to her a couple times about them. But she has
Hello, Des. Welcome to the live stream. Are you still in the Northeast, or are you up in Maryland, or wherever you are? You got crappy weather too? Full face on longer rides and skull cap on hot days in the city. Yeah, that makes sense. Crazy Owls. So I think Crazy Owls, might be what my half shell is.
I used to sell Crazy Owls. When I first opened, I had them. I got tired of paying duties on them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it really, really cut into what you could sell them for. And there was a couple of other things I didn't like about how they did business.
Okay.
And I was starting to look elsewhere. And just one day, this woman comes into my store, wants me to carry her specialized purse bags and stuff like that, which I thought were really cool. And she says, oh, my boyfriend makes helmets too. And That's how I hooked up with Badass, and I
Oh,
took
okay.
one look at them and never looked back.
Where are
And
they out of?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
They're literally like 35, 40 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Phoenixville area.
Okay.
Do you know where they have the
Okay.
gun shows in PA?
Yeah.
That's where they're at. They're like literally
Oh,
across the street from them.
oh, okay.
So I can just drive right up there and pick up my orders, which is really
Yeah,
nice because I can usually get shit quick.
that's convenient. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got my crazy hours years ago at Columbus Market.
Okay.
Store inside, a little cheesy motorcycle shop inside with all the leathers and stuff.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But that was a while ago. I've been mostly wearing the full face.
I stick to the full face as well, unless it gets entirely too hot.
Yeah.
And that's usually
Yeah.
anywhere above 90, 88, 90 degrees. Then I'll pull off the I got an RF 1400. I also have a really cool built well with the screaming hand, Santa Cruz screaming hand on it, which I absolutely love. Those are my two full faces that I kind of switch between.
Okay. I'm looking for a new full face. I don't know what I want. I'm kind of feeling like I want a modular.
I'll
But
talk to Bry. He got the Shoei from me. He seems to
I did.
really like that. Yeah,
Oh man,
he did a video on it too.
they're so expensive.
Yes, they are very expensive.
That's the only thing stopping me from getting it, man. It's like,
Oh, we should talk. We should talk.
yeah, we could talk about it. I don't know. Like I know George loves his Shoei,
I
and
love my RF 1400.
yeah,
Yeah,
he loves his, and I never really wanted a modular, but then I've seen people riding them, and I really do see the benefit. And like you said, even on a hot day, if you're not on the highway, you're just doing like, not crazy speeds, you can have it flipped up and get some air. Easier if you got to stop, if you need to talk to somebody because now they can see your face. Like I try to talk to Carolyn with my Ruroc on, and with the bikes running, and she can't see my mouth, like she has no idea what I'm talking about. So at least we now have the Cardos, but like before that, it was like she had no idea what I'm saying. People that aren't connected with me don't have any clue what I'm saying, so that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'd be nice to just be like, plop that up and be able to, be face to face.
And from what I understand, isn't the Ruroc like a really loud helmet? But I guess you're behind the windshield, so it don't matter much, right?
It's still loud. It is pretty loud. I mean, I only wore one other. I wore the Bell, which was what I was wearing when I wrecked. I feel like it's louder than the Bell, man. It's pretty loud. I don't feel like it would be great for trying to. Not that I'm going to do it, but for trying to do motor vlogs. Like I feel like you'd have a lot of noise if you were trying to use a Ruroc. But
yeah, all the flat spots on the front.
Yeah, it looks good, and I mean it's comfortable, but I don't necessarily like. There's like a padding, like because it comes kind of up over your nose, and there like that padding like pops out and is like touching my nose, and that annoys the crap out of me. Like it just kind of sticks out just a little bit. I'm always trying to like push it back in. It's really annoying. Shoei Neotech. Yeah, Shoei's are really nice.
Yeah, the Neotech 3 is the new one.
And that's just a regular. That's not a modular.
That is the modular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about their lineup, like what's what in the show.
That bad boy's $1,000.
Woo.
Retail.
And I know, and I totally agree with people when they're like, "It's your head," right? So,
do you someone who wiped out?
Do you want to go cheap? No, I don't. But at the same time, I also got to have the money. So I can want to spend a lot all I want, but if I don't actually have it, so yeah.
Well, just remember that anything that's modular, there's only like 2 companies that make a modular helmet that's ECE rated, and I don't believe the Neotech is ECE rated. I have to let me just double check on that real quick. Hold on.
All right. My GT Air 2, but my next one will be modular. Yeah, I mean, I think I just kind of recently decided that I'm interested in modular. Des is still in Maryland for the retirement ceremony. Saying hi to Lewis. Interesting.
Yeah, see, the Shoei Neotech 3 is not ECE rated.
So what is it rated?
It is only DOT.
Okay.
But you have companies like Shark, they have the Shark Evo, and there's one more out there that is ECE rated. It has a higher impact rating, just a better overall protective. So, I mean, I don't sell Shark, but if protection and safety is what you want, you kind of want something that's ECE and DOT.
Okay.
Now, if you just went with a straight full face Shoei, then you'll get the ECE, then you'll get the DOT, you'll get everything.
Okay. The half helmets though, they're not. They're not. What is it?
No, they're all
ECE?
just DOT. They're all
Yeah.
just DOT.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Think of it this way: like that impact front is where your ECE rating comes from. When you have anything that's modular, that is more of a wind deflector than a protection.
Okay. Because that'll probably
Now,
break on impact.
yeah. So most of the time, and I don't like speaking out of turn, but from what I read and what I've seen stats wise, is we on cruisers usually go down on the side.
Yeah.
We very rarely go over the front unless it's an impact with a vehicle or something like that.
Right.
So you have a better chance of that not happening. So modular makes a little more sense. But if you're on a crotch rocket,
Right.
then you have a much higher chance of going over, and you run at higher speed. So you really don't want that.
Right.
You want something that's impact rated.
What's up, Justin? Welcome to the Saturday Chill Fest.
Yeah,
So
99. I got an RF 1400. I like it too a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
it's quiet.
That's Shoei.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Is that what George has, Justin?
George has the RFSR.
Oh, okay.
That's one step below the RF 1400, which is probably going to undergo a redesign this year or next year.
Really?
Yeah, it's more of an upright helmet. So the air dams in the front are bigger. It is a little bit louder, but for upright riding, it's really nice because it does pull a lot of air in.
Okay. Just looking up their lineup. Shoei helmets. So he has the RFSR.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the RF 1400 and the X15, huh?
Yeah, that's the newest one.
So the Neotech 3 is a modular?
Correct.
Okay. It's not bad looking. I could rock that. It's decent looking. Blue. Huh. Good looking helmet. I don't know. I expect next year a core. What? Am I not understanding that, or is that Ebonics? Don't know what you're saying, Justin. I expect next year. It's my third Shoei. RF11, X11, and RF14. Okay. Rudy has the Neotech 2, and it's comfortable as hell. Yeah, I've never really heard anybody say anything bad about Shoei.
Yeah, I got a long oval head, so it was surprising to me how well it fit.
Okay.
Because that's the biggest thing is like the shape of your head matters.
Right.
Like me, I'm a long oval, but if I was really round, I'd probably look at it in a eye.
I guess I don't really know what kind of shape my head is.
Take your hat off and look down. I can look at it. You are intermediate oval. You would fit in most anything.
Intermediate oval.
Yeah, not quite round and not quite oval.
Interesting. What is up, Bradley Sherwin? Mr. I Hog Rider, what's going on, man?
Ah, another Facebook person. Nice.
Yeah, man, cool. Most Facebook people I tell to make sure they go subscribe on YouTube, but I know you're already subscribed, so I'm not worried about that. The only thing you complain about is the price. Yeah, well, like we said, kind of silly to. It's kind of like tattoos, you know. You don't want to go
Excuse me.
You don't want to go with the cheapest tattoo just because it's cheap, and then you get some shitty quality. So kind of like same concept with helmets. It is your brain and head that you're protecting in your face. So you want to go with the cheapest junk, but again, you got to have the money to spend it. So it's a catch-22. Guess you got to just save up. Araya has a line of ovals now too, huh? You guys are very up to speed on your helmets and their lineups. I am not. I do not pay attention like that. I guess maybe I should. Let me see what we got here. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wrong way. Boop, 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 boop. Right there. Prices are high, but if you shop around, you can find clearance sales on the websites or in stores. What are you talking about? Where are you finding clearance sales, V-Rodder? It's going to be really interesting to see what I blow after 2 of these. I'm still in shock. I am in shock that 1 beer is telling me I'm over the limit. Crazy talk. It's crazy talk.
I'm here if you need me. Just kind of yell.
Yeah, I see you.
Putting together an internet order.
Nice. Somebody bought the little diamond studs?
Somebody bought the diamonds. This is a perfect example. I don't have any mediums in stock, but because I can swap out the interior, I have medium liners. I just swap it out.
Ah.
And it also saves shipping. So if they get this and they realize they need a small, they only need to ship back the liner.
Oh, cool. So you don't have to tell me the truth, but was it Corey that ordered that?
Well, I can't tell you. It wouldn't be right.
Corey bought a girl's helmet. Prices are high, but if you shop around, I read that already. Just got my RF14 last year, so I looked a lot. Okay, small mom and pops also online. Gotcha. I looked at the GT Air from Shoei too, due to the fold down sunshade.
Yeah, that is a big help. The RF1400 does not have that. So, I mean, if you want some type of shading, you got to get the photochromatic shield.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, and the photochromatic shield, you're looking at another $195 with that.
Whew.
But it's also, what's it called? Anti-fog, which is kind of nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, it's pin lock anti-fog.
The Neotech 3 is $9.
Yep.
Damn.
$9.99 to be exact.
Oh, is he getting you the wrong one, Corey? You got the one with the feathers on it? What's up, Greg? How is Illinois? How's the weather? It's real crap here. That's why we're hanging out here in the middle of the day doing a live, unlike normal live, because it's 40 degrees and raining, and it's going to be that way the whole weekend. So here I am having a beverage, testing out my new Breathalyzer. Well, I get that, Des. I am over the legal limit. I know I'm not drunk.
Well, it changes as your body absorbs. So if you drink fast, you seem drunk faster. But then if you try again in like an hour, it's going to be really low.
Yeah. I don't know if my brain is worth one. I'm with you on that. That's why I'm struggling here. It's like, is it really worth $1,000 to protect my nugget? I don't know. Better off just getting a good insurance policy for the wife. Bert's a high-functioning alcoholic. Dang. I don't know about high functioning. I would have just been happy with functioning, Corey. I don't know about high functioning. Okay, so I'm almost through 2. I'm excited to see what I blow. Anything new up in the jacket world, the coat world, anything like that you're interested in pushing?
Not really. There's not much new. Not a lot of companies are putting new stuff out this year.
Okay. I'm pretty good on leathers. I'm pretty good on that. Working with Legendary, I got all my leathers, so I'm pretty good with that.
Oh, they got nice stuff. Very, very
Yeah,
nice stuff.
yeah, I really like their leather.
Not that I'm pushing them, but it's definitely
Right,
nice.
right. It's a really comfortable. I mean, I'm no leather expert, but it feels like really good quality. But I am in the market for helmets, so I might reach out and talk to you about it. Hell bent for leather. Not really. I don't wear it that much. I really don't. I really only wear it this time of year and in the late fall. But when I do, I want to have something good. And it's always good to have. I mean, if you're gonna do some sort of trip that's across the country, I mean, you never know what weather you're gonna hit. So, like when we went to Texas from here in October, I was very happy to have the chaps because the way we came home, we went through some 30-degree weather. And when we went down through Tennessee and Virginia, it was like 98 degrees in late September, early October. And then coming home 2 days later, it was freezing. So,
Yeah, your man Appleglide came and got some chaps from me last season at the very end of the season.
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So, what kind of, is there like a specific brand that you carry there?
I carry Unique is a brand. They're right out of Carlstadt, New Jersey. I carry Daniel Smart right out of Maryland, who just changed his name to Renegade. And I also
Okay.
have First Manufacturing, all on my website.
Okay. Again, guys, Corey posted the website, so if anybody is in the market for anything, definitely at least give the website a look, see if there's anything on there you're interested in before you go elsewhere, because you've got some good stuff over there. Chilly here at 50 degrees with the wind off the lake. There you go, Corey. Your princess helmet is on the way. Getting the boat ready and leaving tomorrow. We're fishing for a week. Fishing on a lake. Oh, Lake Michigan. Oh, okay. Nice. And there is the link for anybody interested. Beer break over, got a ride, later dudes and dudettes. Thanks for popping in, Brad. We'll see you soon. Yes, sir. Definitely support the ones that support us. Later, Brad and Brad. All right, here we go. 2 down. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens.
Out of curiosity, did anybody in the chat buy that helmet, or was that just kind of a fluke?
I think it was a fluke, but if you guys are the one that just bought that helmet, speak up. Curious. I need to get some credit. All right. So you're about to be with me as I do a live breathalyzer there, Dom.
All righty. Saw the first one. This will be good. The last one was 0.15, right?
0.1 something, yeah. Come on. Searching. We're connected. Back test. Warming up. Get ready. My results. 2 beers at 7% are. I didn't go too much. 0.18.
That means it processed the first one.
Right?
I believe you went to the bathroom at one point, didn't you?
No, I didn't. You are.
Oh, you haven't broke the seal yet?
No, not yet. I am visibly intoxicated, according to this Mamma Jamma. I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
I can't believe it after calling it a Mamma Jamma.
Whatever. Oh, was that a whole beer? Yeah, it was. Wasn't a whole beer. Good stuff. More than double the limit. True.
It's good to have goals.
That's wild. That is wild. Yeah, I thought it was 0.14. 0.14. Now it's 0.18. So one beer got me to 0.14, and an additional beer only went up 0.04. That's suspect, if you ask me.
Funny how percentages
Yeah. Shady.
If
It's
you
supposed
jam,
to tell me, so I need to turn this off because it's supposed to tell me.
if you guzzled both, it would have probably went up higher. But your
Right.
body had time to get through the first one by the time you were done the second one, and only give you a 0.04 increase.
But I
Your
drank the
body
second one a
through
lot
it pretty
quicker.
quick.
Second one was a lot faster.
Yeah,
So,
you're processing it pretty damn fast then.
well, let me just remind you what Corey said. High functioning. High functioning, more than double the limit. Yeah, man. Well, so this thing is supposed to tell you, and it didn't seem to do it because it's connected to the app, but it's supposed to tell you how long it will take before you're back to being legally sober. But I didn't see that because I was on the app and it didn't show me that. It's weird. It's only visibly, not organically. Keep drinking. That's because your body metabolizes some of the metabolize some of the first. Give it a few, and you'll probably blow higher. Well, I'm gonna because I'm gonna get a third, and then we're gonna see how. I hope Carolyn's not watching anymore because she's probably gonna yell at me.
So this is new as well.
Oh, what you got?
I went with a royal blue T-shirt.
Okay, Royal Blue. What's that from? What movie is that from? Riding Gear. Oh, that's nice.
You can see it actually says at the bottom, "I support American small business."
I like that, and I love the little flag in there. That's cool. Very neat.
Send me your address. I'll get you one. I'll get one out to you.
Okay. Cool. I'm getting a beer. Don't anybody go anywhere. If there's not 18 on here when I get back, we're going to have problems. Watching you. Come on, Eileen. Yeah. So I feel like the real pressing question that I need answered is tonight at dinner, do I go with steak or seafood? Because the menu was looking pretty banging for both. And now I don't know what to do. After a 30, my blow, dude. I don't think so, pal.
What's your size, Bert?
I'm a 3X, man.
All right, yeah. So make sure you text me your address.
Okay. I will do that in a second. Both. Get both? Yeah. Yeah. My wife would kill me if I got both. That's a lot. That's a lot of ducats. Steak, always steak. The thing is, I do eat a lot of steak at home. So when I go to a restaurant and they got like something that really looks good seafood wise, like scallops or something like that, hard to resist the scallops. Big scallop fan here. Just saying. I do love some steak too, and I obviously don't cook steak as well as a good restaurant does. So, no way that's accurate. I only blew a 0.02 after 4 beers in an hour. Okay, Wilkie, what beers are you drinking? I mean, you got to consider what the beers are. These are all over 7%. I see you, John. I see you. You got to consider, are you drinking Miller Lite? Are you drinking Yingling? What are you drinking? Because that's obviously going to have a huge difference. These bad boys, they might, John. I'm on the shop, bro. So you never know. Leftover steak and egg in the morning. Literally, I have that all the time, D-Rotter. Especially when I'm trying to do like stick to some low carb stuff. And typically I try to just have this as my carbs. Love some steak and eggs in the morning. I actually just had that today. Had some steak and eggs this morning. And earlier in the week, I had grilled burgers on like Sunday. So like Monday and Tuesday, I had like a burger patty with a couple over easy eggs. Delish. I'm excited for some dinner tonight, though. Should be good. I know Carolyn's getting the scallops. She is a bigger scallop fan than I am. She loves some scallops. Question is, what kind of weird frou-frou crap is George going to order? He's probably going to get a salad. Bro, Miller? Like Miller Genuine or Miller Lite? Either way, like let's go. So Miller is MGD, right? So did you do Miller Lite or did you do MGD?
Aren't they both 4%?
Probably. Let's 4.2, bro. A Miller Lite is 4.2%. So you're talking 3 points higher for this beer. This is 7. So you're almost at 3 points. This one was 7.1. So you're talking like compared to that, then I had. So you had so 4. Yeah, it doesn't even compare. I'm not even trying to act like I can do the math in my head because that would be ridiculous. I'm not making you do anything. You're the one. Can't you do text to talk or talk to text? Whatever it's called. He's blaming me.
How's he watching this while he's driving? That's the real question.
He said he was driving. I think he was driving back to North Carolina. I told him, well, if you're driving back to this was yesterday, I said, you got what else you got to do? Just turn it on and listen. Yeah. I didn't say talk in the side chat though. That's on you, pal. That's on you. So what do you have? What do you got? You got anything special going on this year? Are you doing any rides? Are you doing anything special or what? Or are you just hunkered down working?
The main thing I want to promote and I want to talk about this year is the 40th anniversary of the Flag Memorial.
Okay.
And I would love to get you and any other YouTubers involved because they've been doing this for 40 years. I don't know if you watched my YouTube channel. It's the only videos I ever put up. But there is a group of people, the VFW 960, I believe it is, out of Tullytown. Every year they rent out the local park and they literally put a flag in the ground for every soldier that was lost in the Vietnam War, and they've started including other wars. Okay. It is such an amazing thing, and it's so great. I support it every year. Been going up there early, planting flags with them, and they never get enough credit for everything they do because they just don't promote it. Right. So I've been trying to push this for everybody to get out and see it. Even if you just come and look, it's a 3-day event. Friday, we plant flags in the ground. Saturday, they come out. We have live bands. They have live bands. It's just really cool.
When is that?
That is in June. It's posted on my Facebook page. Let me check it real quick.
Because that sounds like something I'd be interested in checking out for sure.
Oh, dude, it is so awesome. If you want, when you're done with this, just go to my YouTube channel, the Route 32 Riding Gear channel, and you can see it. I did like some really probably way too long videos on it. Okay. But it's really cool. It's amazing.
I see your Nazi helmets up here. That's pretty cool. All right. I will definitely look for it. That's cool. Yeah, that sounds like, you're definitely not far, and that's a fun ride, so I would definitely be down to come check that out. I have to get the exact date so I can put it in my calendar.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Coors Banquet. Jeez. Google. What is the ABV of Coors Banquet? 5% for a Coors Banquet. Still 2 points less than one of my bad boys. But how did you wait? Hold on. How did you blow and get a reading, Wilkie? You have a breathalyzer? Because you told me the bar you hang out has one, but you don't use it. And I remember I said, that's gross. How many people are sucking on this breathalyzer that's on the wall at your bar? It sounds some very North Carolina hillbilly shit right there. A lot of DNA transfer going on in North Carolina. So not the hugest fan of this. It very banana heavy, which not sure I dig in a beer. I'd rather have more vanilla than banana. That's just me. For cheap beer, respectable ABV. Coors Banquet. Actually, of all the cheap, crappy beers, other than Yingling, I kind of don't mind Coors Banquet. It's really not that bad. It's got a pretty decent taste for a cheap lager.
There you go. I posted it. I don't know how you make that happen, but you can see it there. I shared the picture.
On Facebook?
No, on this stream. So
You put it in the side chat?
put it in the studio.
Oh, there it is.
There you
Boom.
go. That's it.
Let me get this thing out of the way. All right, June 6th. So if you're in the area and you're interested in
June 6th is flag planting. If you want to come over and help plant them, I think there's like 98,000 something. A lot of flags. A lot of flags. So you come out and help plant the flags June 6th. Saturday is the day of reflection and the concert. And then we have the motorcycle rally is on Sunday.
Let me put this in my calendar. Del Valley.
Technically, this is the sponsor form, but there's nothing you can't see.
Veterans flag. Boom. That starts at 9 a.m.
It's funny. I was going to talk to you guys this year about helping me promote it, and maybe if you guys wanted to put together a ride for either Saturday or Sunday, it didn't matter.
Okay. I don't have a ton going on, so I might be able to figure something out.
That'd be cool. I would make us very happy. And if you want to talk to the organizer, we can get him on a live. His name is Donnie. He's been my friend since high school. He's really awesome.
Oh, that would probably be a pretty cool live.
Yeah, we could probably shoot over there, him and I. As long as it's nice enough out, we could ride over and join you in one of your lives.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely. We'll talk about that. This car, blow and go. I know folks that had them installed and they broke all the time. Well, why would you have it installed unless you had to? Who's putting a breathalyzer in their car if they don't have to? So again, anybody that's in our region, in our area, check out these dates. If you want to come see something cool, something patriotic, support the veterans, and support these guys who are supporting the veterans, mark down these dates. Keep it in mind. And maybe we'll work something out. We'll do something special with Baggers and Brews to be a part, supporting it.
Oh,
Get a T-shirt for Flag Memorial 25 T-shirt sponsor form, business card size, single nine. All right, cool. What? Very cool. I will. I don't know. Can I? Might have to get you to email that to me so I can.
hang on one sec, okay?
Sure. Might need to get this in an email so I could share it with people. Oh, wait, can I print? No, that's not what I want.
Okay, thought I had a customer coming in.
No customer. Dang.
Nah, they just opened my door and looked in and realized I wasn't the record store. They're next door.
They probably saw the leather and thought it was some sort of sex store.
I mean, what are they looking for?
Chaps are chaps. You don't have to get them from a sex store, right?
Yeah.
Corey's wearing just his chaps right now. And sadly, he's not just at home. He's out in public. This car has one. Yeah, so good stuff, man. Definitely cool. Johnny Law required it. Yeah. So, what are you riding? Yeah, I forget what you were on. What's your bike?
2020 Heritage. I just sent you the form in the chat on Instagram just so you have it.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, because I want to share that on my different baggers social media accounts. Let people know about it. Definitely like supporting that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and Donnie watches you, so he'll see it.
Cool. Cool.
He'll
Very
be
cool.
very excited.
That's awesome. Tell him I said thanks for watching. Oh, who's wearing this? Oh, okay. I was gonna say who's modeling this helmet for you on Facebook? The one with the skull on it. It's pretty cool.
I was just a customer. He was the first one out the door with it.
Oh, neat, neat. Very cool. Good stuff. I love the sign that's outside though. It's really cool.
Yeah, that blew over. The
Did
last
it?
week. Yeah,
Oh, damn. Like, is it not there or did you fix it?
I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I just put my bike in your a picture of my bike, so you could post it if you want.
Okay. I'm looking at your Facebook. I see you got a thing for the Vietnam flag memorial thing. That's cool.
Yeah, you know what? You just reminded me. I do need to pin that.
There's the Heritage. What year?
2020.
Oh, nice. It's pretty. I like the Heritage, man. That was my first bike. I got a soft spot for the Heritage.
It's just the perfect combination of a little bit of touring and a little bit of, cruising. I can take the bags and everything off, which is pretty awesome, and just go bare naked,
And it's a classic, like Harley look. It's like it screams Harley-Davidson when you look at the Heritage.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I doubled down on the classic, and I put the teardrop on there, the nice long shots.
Yeah.
Technically, they're Freedom exhausts, so they're not really. I shouldn't be calling them long shots, but whatever.
Right. Yeah, yeah. No, that looks good.
Then to give myself a little boost in the bars, instead of replacing the bars, I just put some 4-inch risers. And then I didn't have to worry about unwiring everything or.
Those are the stock bars?
Yeah, those are the stock bars.
Oh,
but
nice.
4-inch risers.
That's a good workaround.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I had to extend was the clutch cable, and which is great. Hogworks sells an extended clutch piece, so it was easy.
Cool.
I should say Route 32 sells an extended clutch.
Yeah. Very nice. Central PA Altoona area.
Close enough. You can make the ride.
Yeah. Like a smaller Road King. Kind of.
Far more nimble.
I like mine, man. The only thing I didn't like about mine was it was a 5-speed, and like really like getting after it on the highway was tough, man. It was rough.
It was vibrate. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once the counterbalances got out of whack at about 70 miles an hour, they were terrible.
But she was nice. I liked her. She was nice.
I was torn between a 2014 Road King and that. And when it came down to it, they were the same price. So I went with the 2020.
Yeah.
I only paid $16 for that. And at the time, back in 2021, all the dealerships were selling them for like 23, 24 grand.
Wow.
It only had 500 miles on it when I bought it. So it was completely unmolested.
Wow. It's nice. How many miles have you put on it?
I just hit 11,000.
Nice.
So I bought it in 21.
Gotcha. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be out tomorrow Monday or Tuesday because it's supposed to be nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the weather past Sunday.
Monday's supposed to be like almost 70 and beautiful, so I might get out for a while Monday.
Okay. Mine's showing 65 and partly sunny.
Well, I'm not driving down your way then.
Exactly. Next Saturday is calling for rain already. Jeez. Friday looks nice.
So what time should I meet you here?
Exactly, right? Cool, man. Thanks for showing. Did he just leave? He bounced on me. Said, peace. Just going to ask him something. Got 6 inches of snow last night. That is gay. If we get any snow here before the summer weather hits, I'm going to be pissed. Pissed. So, Oh, it's 3:00. So Carolyn's thing that she's at should be wrapping up, which is cool. You guys still didn't really help me though. Like you didn't help me with the steak scallop situation. Pretty nice here. I'm wrapping up now. Oh, she's listening. Spying on me. Pretty nice here today. Going to get out later, I think. Okay. Oh crap. So supposed to be 60 on Monday. 60s. I think we're starting to get into some 60s.
Sorry about that.
That's all good. That's all good, man. I was just getting ready to thank you for showing us some stuff. That was pretty cool. And yeah, the helmet saga will continue for me until I figure out what the hell I'm going to do.
All right. Keep me posted and don't forget to send me your address.
I will
And
as soon
make
as I
sure
get
you
off of
include your
here.
email.
I will definitely.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, all right. And everybody, again, like I said, man, Corey put the link in the side chat. Go check out the store. Show Dom and Route 32 Riding Gear some love, man. And if you guys are around in June and you're close by, take a look at that flyer. I'll put it back up again before I leave if you guys anybody wants to screenshot it. So, and I'll be posting it on our social media. Thanks, Dom.
See ya.
Later, man. Good stuff. Got to get some miles in before I hit the triple nickel in 2 weeks. Oh, must be nice. Surf and turf. You guys are trying to get me divorced. There it is again. And like I said, you can stay tuned. I will be posting it to support them on our Insta and Facebook and stuff like that. I think Mama is wrapping up and heading home. That's good. John is texting me, telling me what you guys are telling me to get the surf and turf. You guys are going to bankrupt me. Bankrupt me. Hadn't even been 2 hours yet. I'm curious to see where this sits after I finish this third one. I haven't even had any hockey on. I did never hit the button. So, anybody got any good trips planned for this year? Justin's going to the triple nipple. That's cool. Triple nipple. Good stuff. I have nothing like actually on schedule. I said this year is going to be a lot of like spur of the moment, last minute, deciding to go do stuff. You know, I'll probably decide last minute to do stuff. Des is doing the PCH. When are you doing that? I would love to do that. I'm gonna eventually. I just don't know when. Lolo Pass. Where is Lolo Pass? What state is that in? Mob in the Mountains. What is Mob in the Mountains? Sounds like a kind of a gay festival. September and October. Nice. Where is Mob in the Mountains and when is Mob in the Mountains? What is Mob in the Mountains? Because it's kind of scary sounding. Sounds a little freaky. Lolo Pass goes from Montana to Idaho. I'd love to get to Idaho. I'd love to ride in Montana. I've been to Montana, but I have not ridden in Montana. Lots of stuff on the list, Des. Lots of stuff. What I need is my son to figure his life out, and then I can figure out what I'm doing. If it was up to me, I'd sell this house tomorrow, buy a badass RV, and I'd be peace out. Carolyn wouldn't have to work. I've pitched this to her a million times. If she don't want to work, she don't have to work. We just got to sell the house, which I'm down to do. But I don't want to kick my son out on the street either. So, I mean, the kid's only 19. I don't expect him to have it all figured out. I didn't know shit at 19. Luckily, I was in college playing football, so I was focused on that. He didn't really like college, so he's back home working for his uncle, making money, which is good. ideally, I'd like him to get to the point where he can afford to just kind of maybe pay the rent on this place, and then his mom and I can hit the road. But again, he's 19, so it's not like he's making millions. Nah, I really didn't think I knew it all at 19. I just didn't really like think about it, to be honest with you. I was all I wanted to do was play football and drink beer. That's kind of it. That's what I did. Mobbin is in West Virginia. Rolling Throttle is doing it. I don't think Rolling Throttle likes me. Big party and riding. A lot of tubers. What part of West Virginia? West Virginia's pretty too, though. Aside from all the weird stuff they do sexually with each other's families, um, it's pretty. It's pretty state. I can imagine the riding is really nice there. What's he doing for work? Well, so right now all he's doing is his Carolyn's brother, his uncle is a contractor, so he's working for him. So right now he's like just getting his foot in the door. He's been doing it for several months now. I don't know how many. Several months though, more than 3. He's been working for his uncle, just whatever they're doing. He's got different jobs and he's just doing different labor type stuff, sheetrock, painting, spackling, whatever he needs. I know they put windows into place the other day. So like he's getting the cool thing is he's getting to learn a lot of stuff, which is cool. And I like that for him. Like I actually wish I had done stuff like that at that age to kind of learn stuff. Like I didn't know how to do or ever try to do any of that kind of stuff until I owned my own home, and then you're an adult and you just got to figure it out. But like, I like that for him that he's learning that. But he doesn't have he didn't go to school for it, any kind of trade or anything like that. He's just learning the ropes as he goes. So, and he's working for his uncle. So there's some leniency there and stuff. And, he's full time on his payroll, but some days, whatever the job he might have is too small. And he doesn't really need him. So he gets an extra day off here and there, but which I think, he obviously likes, but, yeah, I'm not trying to rush him into anything. Who knows? He has no idea what he's going to be when he grows up, which I don't blame him. I still don't. We do need more blue collar workers. And, you learn a trade, whether it's through school or on the job training as basically apprentice, at some point you can make really good money. Really good money. We do. We need plumbers. We need electricians. And some of those guys are living large, man, especially if you turn it into your own business and you learn how to run a business and you have the skill. It's valuable, very valuable. So I wasn't really terribly upset when he decided he didn't like college. He did his 1 year and he was like, it's not for me. And I'm like, that's fine because $30,000+ a year, you're going to be in a lot of debt just to find out you're not going to learn anything from it and you're not going to get a good job out of it. And then you're, $120,000 in debt after 4 years. Who the heck needs to do that if you're not going to come out with a specific job that's going to pay well? That's what I don't think kids understand now. Like just to go to college for some bullshit, liberal arts degree, and you're going to come out and there's going to be no job specific to that, and you're going to end up just finding something that has nothing to do with it, and make $40,000 a year if you're lucky, and have that huge $120,000 debt to pay off. Man, it's crazy. You could definitely learn more on the job. There's nothing like learning on the job for sure. You don't have to go to school to be a good tradesman. I took a few night classes in welding and turned it into a career. Really? That's what you're doing, welding? Why is all this crap highlighted? Get out of here. There we go. I didn't know you were welding. Welding is a really, really nice thing to know. I wish I knew how to weld. I took a high school welding class, but we learned such basic BS, cheesy crap. I couldn't weld. I mean, I suppose if I had the equipment and YouTube, I could figure it out, but it'd be a heck of a lot of learning curve. My son finishes this year with his BA that he's doing online and will be debt free, and he works full time. That's good. And that's something to be said, for getting a college education online. it's really a handy thing to be able to do nowadays. Um, I recommend it because it's definitely costs a lot less, and you can work while you're doing it. Which if you're going to school, like if you're going online, you can have a couple classes at a time, that you do in the evenings or whatever, and still have a job. It's tough to have a full college schedule of however many credits, 16 credits or whatever it is, and still like have a full-time job and be able to do your homework and all that stuff. So something to be said for the online classes. You do it it's a little bit slower, take you a little bit longer, but in the long run, you don't spend nearly as much money and have the debt. Smart. But my daughter, she's doing the full college experience. She's been down at Liberty. She's got roughly a year left. So her first semester was kind of a wash because she went there her first semester for something. She wanted to go. She always wanted to be a veterinarian, but she learned real quick how difficult that was, and she's not good at the whole biology stuff. It was just really hard for her. So she did really bad her first semester, and she thought she was going to quit. And then after a lot of discussion with her mom, they redirected, and she went back and changed her major to elementary education to be a teacher because she's great with kids and loves kids, and she likes teaching. So she's been doing that ever since, but she has that first semester to make up for because she basically like tanked. It was not good. Her grades were bad because it was a lot for her. So she's rebounded really well, but she's got a little bit more time than the normal 4 years. She probably has to go 4.5 years. So, but then she'll get a teaching job and be in the real world and have to start paying back them loans. We've been paying the interest on them, but she's still going to have a lot to pay. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Hold on. Daughter going to ESU next year. ESU. What's ESU? What school's ESU? I was thinking East Carolina, but that's ECU. What's ESU? That's exactly what he's done through LSU. Yeah, nice. I was until that company collapsed. Learned robot welder. It's on a FANUC arm, and ended up finding a company that does FANUC automation and doing that now. Nice. That sounds complicated. Good for you. My son was recruited by Toyota right out of tech high school. That's how bad that they need technicians in the auto. That's cool. That's nice. East Stroudsburg. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, man, school is not cheap. Not cheap at all. And we aren't the people that had kids and the day they were born started a college fund for them. Like we were never in the situation that we could do that. So our kids had to get loans, and we've been helping pay on them while they're still in school to try to get them ahead of the game. But Hannah's still going to have she's going to have some debt, so, and she wants to stay down. And I don't want her to come back to New Jersey because I don't like the state of New Jersey. I think it's a terrible state. But one thing I will say is that teachers make a lot of money in this state compared to others. But she probably is going to stay down in Virginia in that area because she really likes it. So she'll be making less, but then again, she'll also have, her cost of living is a lot less down there as well. I mean, taxes and rent amounts and mortgages and stuff like that are a lot less down there. So all that stuff. So it'll balance out. But yeah, you go to school for 4 years nowadays, you're gonna definitely have a bill at the end of it. Staying close to home, saving me on the dorm room. Yeah, that's a big chunk of money. That is a big chunk. Got out of the auto industry, beats the hell out of your body, and pay was not great around here. Nice. Yeah, I can imagine. Better than a massive two shits. That's what you guys are calling it up there. Are you in Connecticut? Is that where you are, Corey? Paying less. Yeah, well, anytime you're in state. And my son, I mean, if he was still going there, he would be paying less because as a parent, having a parent that graduated, obviously you get you get a discount for that. But Wasn't for him. He didn't like it. And you know, the funny thing is, man, he hated school in high school and still was able to, like, he's the kind of kid, like, smart, where he can get really good grades and not even try. And we always told him, like, imagine if you really put some effort into it, what kind of grades you would get. But he just didn't like school, not into it. So can't really force it. Virginia is a personal property state. She should look for a state that doesn't have that. I think Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, as well as Florida, do not have that annual tax. I don't know what a personal property state means. I don't know anything about that. So I'm at a loss. Can't really talk on it. Also, maybe she should, but she's an adult. She's going to have to figure out what she wants to do. Good to see you. Sun's out, 55 in North Detroit. See you. Sun's out and 55 in North Detroit. That's much nicer than what I got here in Jersey, my friend. Good for you, because what is it right now? It's been really crappy. Yesterday was really crappy. Most of this week wasn't great. Lots of rain. Where are we at with the weather here? 30? No, it can't be still 39. And I'm all stuffy because of freaking allergies, man, and the freaking pollen's starting to come. 39 degrees right now and raining. Or at least raining. I don't know if it's still actively raining, but it's raining on and off all day long. Tomorrow, too. Tomorrow, might have to go in the garage and do some install stuff. Means that you pay taxes every year on your personal property, such as cars, motorcycles, horses, cattle. I never heard that. I have to talk to Carolyn about that. I never heard of that. She lived down there. I didn't know that. I'll have to talk to the boss lady about it. She would know more about it than I would. That's pretty gay if that's the case, and you have to pay a tax on your car every year. Like, you pay the tax on the car when you register it. Mad Hatter says he's got 42 and dreary as hell here. It's dreary here too. Hold on. I want to look out the window because I haven't looked out in a while. All right. So it's not currently raining. It's just very cloudy and wet out. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to take a leak, breaking the seal. Be right back. All 21 of you better be here when I get back. Oh, look at you guys. Still 21 of you. Good listeners. B-Rodder is bouncing. Getting ready to head to Poconos. That sounds horrible. Took my first noggin of the day. Got that out of the way. Now they'll be coming fast and furious, I'm sure. Thought a noggin was a 2 as well, but I was just rolling with it. I don't know. If B-Rodder left, somebody else popped in because we're still sitting at 21. Nice. Very nice. Does anybody have any kind of fun plans for the weekend? Or you all just, I mean, at least I'm going out to dinner tonight. Shut up, Corey. So mean. You're supposed to be mean to the host. Anybody got any good plans? Uh-oh. Rangers Hurricanes is starting. My Penguins really sucked butt this year, man. What the hell? Sorry. Pirates suck. I did till it snowed. What was your plans? Ain't nobody want to know about you being in the shower, you weirdo. Jeez. Soaping up your body listening to me? That's gay. That is so gay. How am I still in? I'm not connected to Bluetooth. How am I still in app mode? Weird. Still a little annoyed that one beer puts you over the legal limit. That is some bullshit. I am 6'3", 300 pounds. One beer is not going to make me not be able to drive. Finish putting the bike back together. Oh. Why isn't it in the garage? Like, why can't you do it because it's snowing? FPS is going to uncover his bike just to view it. I hear. Has it been covered all winter? Where are you at that you have to cover up your bike for the winter? Packing for a fishing trip. Then watch pornos with the wife. TMI. Just going to back away from that comment. Creeper. Garage is cold. You got heaters out there? I got a little electric heater out there, and now I have a propane heater out there, courtesy of a former subscriber. I'll leave it at that. So with those two, gets pretty decent, good enough to be able to. Now I've got questions. Go ahead, ask Greg McBee your questions, Joe. We all would love to hear the questions. That's too funny. How did you piss him off? Who did I piss off? Who did I piss off, man? I don't piss people off. I'm a sweetheart. I'm nice to everybody. I don't ever piss anybody off. Nobody ever gets mad at me. Just saying. Why you would assume that I piss somebody off? Because I don't do that. I love everybody. I piss him off. I think it was George. I think he got tired of George, and so he had to see himself out. Bike's been covered for 5 years. Had 2 strokes in 2020. Damn, bro. Sorry to hear that. That is a lot to deal with. So, are you still not able to ride? So you're just going to look at it? That sucks, man. That is tough. Mad Hatter says the rain here is his fault. Got the glide out, put 200 miles on it, and it's rained ever since. This is why I don't have friends to ride. You the rainmaker? Yeah, that's pretty. I don't want to ride with you if it's going to rain every time. So you watching Bassmasters and calling it fishing porn, or are we talking stepmom porn? I hope it's not granny porn. That's weird. Aloha, John Chiquita 3 from Hawaii. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How is Hawaii? I'm sure you're not dealing with what I'm dealing with. 40 degrees, 39 degrees. And cold. 39 and rainy, rather, not cold. It's much easier just to blame the person that's not here, Greg. I mean, that's just, everybody knows that. Hawaii is beautiful. So what part of Hawaii do you reside in, John? Are you on the mainland? No, it's not called the mainland. The Big Island? Is it the Big Island? I don't know. I don't know. All my Hawaiian knowledge came from Hawaii 5-0, the new one, and NCIS Hawaii. I'm missing something else. There was another one. Hawaii 5-0. Oh. Magnum PI, the new Magnum PI. That's the one. So those three have been my recent Hawaii knowledge. Big Island. Okay. Is that Studio 56 your wife is on top of the cabinet behind you? What? What? On top of the cabinet up here is her Christmas scene that has not been taken down in many a year. And she promised me now that we're going to use this room as a studio for editing and videos and stuff. She says she's going to take it down, put it away. But it's a Christmas decoration scene. And then she's got some antique stuff in here. She's big into collecting her. Why do I keep doing that? Antique. This is probably Jake's Wii games, maybe. I don't know. Later, Dom. Thanks. I will message you, man. Thanks for coming on and showing off some of your new stuff and your store. As of right now, Sturgis is looking tough. Like probably not, but I'm not counting it out yet. But low odds that I'll be able to do Sturgis. We'll see though. Not ruling it out. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I don't know what Liz that studio 50 is that Studio 56. Wasn't Studio 56 just like a club? And then a club in New York, like in the 80s. You saying next year, like 2026? If I do not make Sturgis this year, I am going to make it in 2026. I'm not missing it 2 years in a row. Definitely. So if I don't get to do it this year, I'll be there next year. I'll start planning that. And we have a trip in April for 2026. So that leaves us plenty of time to do end of July into August for 2026. Pretty much our two big trips. We're doing a cruise in April of 2026 for Carolyn's birthday. And we have a bunch of friends going on that. And I'm excited. That's going to be fun. You're going to be at Sturgis this year for the first week? What's the first week? I thought it was really the only week. So you're going to be there like the week that it opens, like Monday into the opening Friday, or are you going to be there for Friday into the full week of Sturgis? Confused by that, but it's going to be awesome. It should be pretty freaking crowded this year. I mean, it's a big round number. 85th annual. Nice, man. That's awesome. So are you shipping your bikes or are you renting bikes? And that's, you know what? That begs another question. For someone who rides and lives in Hawaii, how is the riding? Now, I imagine the riding is beautiful because Hawaii is beautiful. But, like, do you just run out of places to ride to? Like, is there a lot of different rides that you can do? Or is it you're on an island and you pretty much have done them and you're done? Oh, you have a bike permanently in Arizona, so you're going to fly. What are you going to, like, fly into Arizona and then ride over? That's pretty cool. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. That is a good idea. What are you doing, man? That is so do you have so you have a bike in Arizona and you also have one in Hawaii? Or is it just in Arizona and you only ride when you come back to the mainland? Curious. Very curious. So what do I have left to do to mine? I still have some lights to put on from Zero. Advan Black is still sending me a couple of things, so I got a few more Advan Black things to do. What else? That's kind of like all I have going on right now. At some point, I want to do a cam, but I don't know when I doubt I'm going to do something like that middle of the riding season, so that might not happen until the fall, maybe. Still don't know what cam I want, and I got to do a lot of research on that. I'm not sure. I have to ask people that know because I don't know. Oh, scored. Carolina scores on the Rangers. I don't know crap about Cam, so I have to really look into that. 2018 Road Glide in Arizona, 2005 Heritage Deluxe in Hawaii. Nice. That was very cool. That's smart. Road Glide. So the Road Glide in the picture is the one in Arizona. That's cool. Talk to Doc. That's a 1-day job. Interesting. Maybe Doc and I should collab, and I come to his garage, and when I say we, I mean Doc installs the old cam, and then doesn't charge me for it. That'd be awesome. Oh, that's a pretty cool setup. So, how is the riding in Hawaii? You didn't touch on that. How is that? Like, do you just kind of run out of roads, or is there more riding than I'm picturing? It being an island and all, kind of like Puerto Rico. I feel like you would just run out of like you've been everywhere. Oh, put some clothes on, bro. Out of the shower, junk swinging all over the place, not even dried off. Had to grab the phone to hear what we're talking about. You missed John talking about coming to Sturgis and how the dude owns 2 bikes, one in Arizona and one in Hawaii. And he said it's beautiful, but you can only go in a circle. Yeah, that's what I worry about. Like you're never gonna you're not ever like every time I go out here, like I could technically go someplace different every time I leave. Like, but you kind of probably covered all the ground and everywhere you go is you've been. So that would kind of suck. Sturgis 2025. 25-25 is not the year to go, bro. We're all going to 2026. I don't know if you missed the memo. 2026 is the year to go. I hate missing it though. Carolyn hates missing it too. Like, I really want to go this year. This is the problem we have. We plan these other trips that are non-motorcycle related, which we gotta stop doing, but we keep doing. I don't know why we keep doing it because there's a lot of different things we want to do. But when you take 2 weeks to go take your kids on a vacation, but the way I'm looking at it is this is probably like the last time I'm going to get to go on a vacation with my kids as, before they're like legit adults with careers. And my daughter by this time next year will be, hopefully having a full-time job as a teacher somewhere. And then, things are going to change. She's going to have her own life eventually. And, husband and kids and stuff. So we're not going to be doing trips like that. So we wanted to get this one last one in. Our kids are giant, Disney fanatics. They love Disney World. So that's what we're doing. We're taking the RV. We're staying at the Fort Wilderness campground. But we're also going with 2 other couples that are our age that are really good friends of ours, that their kids are the exact same age as our 2 kids. And they grew up together playing, sports, soccer and stuff like that. So it's going to be a good time. It should be really fun. I'll be broke 2026 staying local. I hear that. We rented for 2023 Laconia. I would like to burn up there and get a day, maybe an overnight in Laconia this year. Just like not the full rally, maybe not even a full weekend, but just like get an overnight in. It's too close not to. It's only like six hours or something like that. It's not bad at all. I could just find some place that's like not going to break the bank for a night, maybe 2. It would be really cool. I gotta look into that. Find an Airbnb or something like that. I think that would be fun. I still would love to get I just want to, if I can't go on like a big trip like Sturgis, I'd like to get like some nice weekends in where go hit Myrtle for a weekend, go hit Laconia for a weekend. I'm not going to be able to do Gettysburg because that's the week. I'll be gone for Gettysburg. I'll be down in Florida. Greg says he's going to Sturgis in 26 with Dr. Harley and others. Ah, cool. Sounds like a lot of people going in 2026. That's pretty cool. I will not be staying at the Buffalo Chip. That's for sure. Honestly, I'd like to stay. If you guys didn't see the video, you should go watch it. But I'd like to stay at the Iron Horse Inn, Greg and Andy's place. see if I can't get in a spot over there. And they're trying to do some campgrounds. There are some RV hookups. So if I could even take the RV or just drive, we're not going to ride because Carolyn's not going to want to ride that far. But if we just open trailer both our bikes, we can make it a lot quicker than with the RV. I'd have to guess that Disney is more expensive than Sturgis. Yes. For 4 people, definitely. And I have a love-hate relationship with Disney because I love Disney. I love Disney World. I love the classic old Disney movies that we grew up on. But obviously, kind of just like Harley, their corporate is a real liberal shit show. So not happy about some of that. And, sometimes it's painful to support them by going to the parks, but my kids love it and we really do enjoy it. So it's not cheap. The 4 of us at the campground, which is one of the cheapest places you can stay at Disney, cheaper than most of the hotels or the resorts, whatever you call them, on campus or on property places to stay. 4 of us. Now, keep in mind, this is 2 weeks. Most people don't go for 2 weeks. We're going from we check in on the July 6th and check out to head home on July 18th. So that's like 12 days. Is just a little over $5,000. So expensive. Like you can definitely go. You can go all in. You should be able to go all into Sturgis for less than $5,000. Place to stay, your travel, your gas, your food. You should be able to do it all for less than $5,000. That's only for our campsite and our park passes. We're still gonna have to pay for food and the gas and everything to get down there, tolls, food while we're there for 2 weeks, souvenirs, drinks, all that stuff it's gonna be like a $7,000 trip. So that's why I probably can't afford Sturgis this year. Would love to still be able to fly in there and just like come hang out for a couple days like I did a few years ago with Monkey, but I don't know if that's going to happen either. We'll see. Cross that bridge when we get there. I'd love to have to give. We stay at Lamphir Ranch at Sturgis. Yeah, I mean it's very simple. It's very basic, but it's clean and it's got what you need. And talking about Iron Horse, and the owners are freaking awesome people. The fact that it has, I think the 2 big winners for me is that it has the on-property bar restaurant. You can order food there. It's not really a restaurant, but bar with tables, and they make good pizza. They make other, bar food. And the bus that's included that will take you downtown and it will pick you up from downtown, so it's basically a shuttle for the whole rally. That's a big plus, man. That's like, I know there's another one. There's the bus that's in that you can take from the Chip and stuff like that. And I don't know if that costs anything. I have no idea. You guys that have been there could tell me if that costs anything. But the fact that they include the bus and that shuttle is like very convenient, because if I want to go down for the nightlife, I want to drink, and I don't really want to freaking, have to worry about riding down or even like it's really hard out there to try to find there's no Ubers. You have to get taxis, and there's only a handful of those. So like having that bus shuttle is freaking a huge deal. To be included with the cost is nice. It's definitely nice. And they're not far. If you did want to ride down there, take your, roll your dice, it's only like 6 miles, and most of it is on that access road, which is kind of not a busy road. I don't think you're not going to encounter a ton of cops on that road, so your chances are pretty good. Not that I'm suggesting you do that and ride drunk or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, if you've had one, as we found out today, 1 beer constitutes legally drunk, which blows my mind. It's an easy straight shot ride. Your odds are pretty good. So that's all I'm saying on that. But I don't know. I think that, for me, it's mostly the people, and Andy and Greg are freaking great people. And, got to know them, a little more on a personal level. And so like I definitely like supporting them and trying to get people to stay there. Yeah. I don't know. I would like to go though. But if not, definitely some weekend trips around here. I mean, there's lots of places to go. We always get passes for the bus. Trying something different this year. We are staying in Deadwood at Cadillac Jack's. There's a total of 20 of us going to. Wow, that's a big group. That should be a good time. Like 20 people, all friends of yours. That's pretty cool. When we went, it was 10 of us, and that was a good. That was fun. It's fun having a crew like that. I do miss the fact like I really did enjoy riding out there. You know, but I also completely understand the benefit of the RV and taking the RV because the lodging is a lot cheaper at a campground than it is a hotel. So, saving yourself a ton of money taking it is definitely smart, but it also, the ride out is an adventure. When we went out in 2020 with the 5 couples, so 5 of us guys were riding, it was it was just really, really cool. It's a cool bonding experience. It's one of those things when you ride with somebody and you go through all the riding and everything it has to offer as far as, the weather and the this and the being tired and just the whole, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you ride with somebody on a long road trip, like that's kind of a bonding experience and you kind of, it grows you closer and it's just something you'll always have to talk about. And that's something I really like and miss when I have to, use the RV and don't get to actually do the road trip on the bike. But it's a small sacrifice to save a lot of money and bring your bed with you and all that. Definitely don't mind it, but I do want Carolyn at some point to get a bagger so that we can take some longer trips, her and I together, and do that kind of road trip stuff together. She can't really do it on her Dyna. We try to. Well, it's supposed to be like a 6 or 7 hour trip, and it's just tough on a Dyna. It's not comfortable. It's long. I mean, I've ridden her bike, and I would not want to do 75 miles an hour on the highway on her bike. I just wouldn't want to do it. It's uncomfortable. It's stressful. Yep, I've rode with these guys for 20 years. They were at our wedding in 2019. Oh, that's awesome. It's awesome to ride out with the crew and have them with Jen and I. We set our vows. Oh, that's awesome. It's always nice to have a good group of friends, man, that you can. Mama might be home, to share those experiences with, have those experiences and adventures with. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Aloha. You have a wonderful afternoon. Keep doing what you do. I love watching. Hope to see you at an event someday. Absolutely, John. Appreciate you tuning in from a beautiful Hawaii. I hope you guys have a great day and a great trip to Sturgis. If I don't see you, have a blast. What's up, Gene Kelly? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Salty Badger, what's going on? We got some new blood up in here. What is happening? Just hanging out, killing some time, waiting for the better half to get home. And also, I finished 3, so we're about to find out where I am on the intoxication scale after 3 IPAs, 3 7% IPAs. It says I'm still searching, and I don't want to search. I want to just blow into this thing. So after 1 beer, I was sitting at 1.4, 0.14 over the limit after 1, then 1.18 after 2. What's up, baby? Crack-a-lackin'. The boss lady is home. I'm still on the live. You know this. You were watching. Don't make it weird. I'm winding down. I'm going to do my final. Hello, David. What's happening? Thumbs up to you. I'm going to do my final reading. And then I'm going to probably wind down here. How's it going, David? How's it going, Salty Badger? I'm out, brother. You guys have a good. All right, John. Later, John. You do know there's a side chat, right? You don't have to text me. You could just you literally say it in the side chat. Silly goose. Blow now. My results. This should be interesting. I did pee once. Keep that in mind. Gene Kelly is heading to Eureka Springs, Arkansas for spring fling in 2 weeks. That's awesome. I'm less. 0.08. I'm now legally sitting at the limit. I was more than this after 2 beers. Corey is right. I am a high functioning alcoholic. I'm processing that alcohol so fast.
Am I supposed to be proud of that?
You should be. Fives. Mama's home from her open house. So that means, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. So I'm at 0.8 after 3 beers, 7%, 3 of these.
So I come home from work and you're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
You are legally drunk.
I am legally not able to drive. There's a difference.
Man, I'm not here just, earning money and you're sitting home drinking.
Did you bring home money?
Not yet.
Okay, then. So 0.8 after 3. So I kind of did. I was going to do a video, and I probably still will do a video just for the heck of it, but to see what it takes to be legally drunk. And we found out today it's 1 beer.
That's all you had, 1 beer?
After 1 beer, I blew
a 0.08.
A 0.14.
Oh.
Which 0.08 is the limit.
Okay.
So if you blow a 0.8 and that's the limit, are you drunk?
Yeah.
So you have to be at 0.7, 0.079 to not get arrested?
I think so.
Okay. So, if that's the limit, that tells me that I can be at that. I just can't be any more. I don't get a speeding ticket for doing 50 when the speed limit's 50. I don't have to do 49. The legal limit is 0.08. So if I'm 0.08 flat, that should be legal. No?
I don't know.
0.081 should be anybody? See, that doesn't make sense. Why is I gotta see how it's worded. I didn't read how it was worded. So anyway. Drink more, get sober. That's actually what I learned today, Salty Badger, is that the more you drink, the less drunk you are. She doesn't agree. Matt Hatter, thanks for hanging out with us. Dez, thanks for hanging. Greg, everybody else that's watching. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm going to go spend some time with Carolyn. Standing at the side staring at me, really creepy. Like you're going to. Maybe I should stay on here so I have witnesses, maybe. Anyway, big difference at home, not driving, not limit at home. Well, that's true. But I do have to go out tonight to dinner, so I got to cut back for a little bit, and then we'll pick it back up at dinner. I thank you guys all for hanging out, killing time with me. This was a good time, good conversation. I will be posting about that event that Route 32 Riding Gear is supporting. I will also post about that if anybody is around here and wants to go. Cool. And we'll see you again. I'm going to try to do another live soon with Carolyn. Her and I will probably try to do one maybe later this week or something. So stay tuned for that, guys. Appreciate you guys watching, hanging out, supporting the channel. See you on the next one, all right? Have a great rest of your weekend and drink some beers. Later.